Good morning, students. Welcome back to our chapter, that is Force and Laws of Motion. And today just I'll explain the mathematical representation of Newton's second law of motion. Statement we have understood. So let me first write the statement. Statement is rate of change of momentum, rate of change in momentum produced in a body is directly proportional to net external force applied. Net external force applied. Okay. So we can write rate of change in momentum produced in a body is directly proportional to net external force applied. So we can write this as F is equal to change in momentum. Here I am taking, that is directly I am writing first and then I will explain you. Change in momentum by time. I have used rate, and I have told you that whenever we are using rate word in physics, always we are dividing it by time. So students, here we have divided it by time. Change in momentum by time. How we will prove this? Let's start step by step. So first of all, first thing, let us take a body. Let us consider a body. Let us consider a body of mass m moving with initial velocity u. Okay, so we know that initial velocity is u. So it is moving with initial velocity u. But one thing, student, to remember, at time t is equal to 0, that force is also a constant. Here, then what you will write? If it is moving with initial velocity u, so directly I am writing P1, because momentum we are representing by P1 or Pi. Pi denotes initial momentum, so directly I am writing Pi is equal to mu. Next, final momentum. So initial momentum is happening when time t is equal to 0, because when body starts moving. Let's final momentum. When we will consider as final momentum we will consider when velocity is v. You know that. So let the final velocity be v. So let us find out the final momentum also. So Pf I am writing, Pf final momentum, that is m into v, and this one is taking at certain time t. Yes, time t is happening, then only this finally it is happening. So we have got two equations, Pi is equal to mu and Pf is equal to mv. We are having two equations, we have got the equation. Step by step, change in momentum. Find out the change in momentum. क्या हो सकता है change in momentum? Very simply, change in momentum, we can write this momentum is equal to P final minus P initial. So P final minus P initial, what we will write, that is MV minus MU. So we are writing M is same for both. So MV minus U. So we have got again equation number 3. You have got equation number 3, that is MV minus U. Now just I am rubbing above and showing you. So here rate, just now I have told you, rate means that is divided by time. So rate of change in momentum is equal to what we have got, mv minus u by t, that is rate of change of momentum. So this has came our equation number 4. So we have got equation number 4. Now according to Newton's second law, rate of change in momentum is directly proportional to net external force applied. So we can write this one as force is directly proportional to mv minus u by t. We have got one equation. So let me show you. Proportionality, whenever you are going to remove in physics, we are always using one constant. So here we will write constant K. So I am writing K m v minus u by t. So we have got K. Here you see, v minus u by t is nothing but, remember, this is acceleration A. What is acceleration? आपको याद होगा फर्स्ट चैप्टर से क्या था acceleration? Acceleration is rate of change in velocity. तो हमारे पास रेट भी है, टाइम, हमारे पास चेंज इन वेलोसिटी भी है, v minus u. So we have got v minus u by t and that is acceleration. So put this, we are putting acceleration in place of v minus u by t. So we have got kma. So what is the value of k here? If we can put k is equal to 1, then we will get f is equal to ma. So you have got one of the formula, f is equal to ma. So this is the derivation which we have got from Newton's second law of motion. So students, what is the application, what are the examples of Newton's second law of motion? So one example, as I am giving you, you have seen cricketers, just they are when they are catching the balls, they are bringing their hands backwards. कभी भी आपने ये नहीं देखा होगा कि whenever the ball is coming, just we are doing like that. No. क्यों हम ऐसे ही करके नहीं छोड़ देते? Then also we are able to catch the ball. Then what happens here? That whenever we are just pulling our hands back, ball is coming and slowly we catch the ball. In this case, what is happening? Now you see. We have studied force is directly proportional to rate of change of momentum. Here what we are doing, we are increasing time. हम किसका टाइम बढ़ा रहे हैं? कैच करने का. अगर हम यहाँ कैच करते, if I can catch here, caught the ball here, then what? Suddenly the ball stopped and that last momentum, final momentum will be 0. But as we are pulling our hands slowly backwards, time increases. As time increases, force decreases, and when force decreases, it will hurt less. हमको कम चोट लगेगा, we will hurt less. But suddenly when we catch the ball, ball comes stop. As it stops, then what? Times become 0. As time becomes 0, that means time decreases, force increases, and it will hurt more. So that's why you have seen the fielder that they are pulling their hands back. Is it okay? One question I am asking to you, you will write the answer and send to me. Suppose two students are there, student number A and student number B. Both the students are running. One is running on a sand floor, and another is running on a just cemented floor. Okay. A is running on sand floor and B is running on cemented floor. Cemented floor. Both started at the same time and both fall down at the same time. Who will get more hurt? किसको ज़्यादा चोट लगेगा? Naturally, the student who is running on cemented floor. क्यों ज़्यादा चोट लगेगा? जब कभी भी हम लोग बच्चों से ये पूछते हैं, स्टूडेंट आर सेइंग बिकॉज सीमेंट इज हार्डर देन सैंड. ठीक है, वो भी ठीक है, बहुत गलत नहीं है, बट इन फिजिक्स एक्चुअल कॉज इज दैट when both the students fall down, the student who is falling, that means the student B, as it is falling on the cemented floor, suddenly he gets stopped, means time is 0, and as time becomes 0, time decreases, force increases, and he will get more hurt. लेकिन जो सैंड पे दौड़ रहा है उसके साथ क्या हो रहा है? Those who are running on sand, then what happens? As he fall down, a little bit he will get depressed inside, और जैसे ही वो depression हुआ, that means time increases. किसका time increases? Finally when he gets stopped, final momentum. So as time increases, force decreases, and those who are moving on sand, they will get less hurt, क्योंकि force तो कम लगा, force तो कम हो गया, force कम हुआ तो hurt कम हो गया. So students, like this, Newton's second law is applicable in our daily life. So 5 experiments or activities in daily life you will write in your copy and send to me. I'll check that. Okay.